All right, and you are live here?
Okay, good to go?
Yep, all good to go.
So, hello everyone. I am Phantom and I'm here for Minish Cap Any Percent. And I have Ice for commentary. If
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
We're back again.
We're gonna just go right into it. So I'm gonna reset the game to make sure RNG is consistent, and then we'll give a countdown for the timer. It should be about 5 seconds. So 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And it's about 5 seconds. If you know how to count.
I love the 3 before the 5.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part.
So this is the intro. This is Minish Cap.
Remember this cutscene. The game makes sure you remember it.
So we do the save and quit there, or the reset rather, because we do want consistent RNG. We are going to do an RNG manip as soon as I get control of Link to get a blue rupee, which is very important for our route for money. And you'll be seeing a few other RNG manips later in the run. But otherwise, the intro is fairly long, I would say. We got about 5 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes before Link has a sword. What's your favorite part of the intro, Ice?
Probably the part where Link is sleeping.
Which time?
Yes. Yes.
I guess it is worth noting here. For text mashing, I hold the B button and I spin my analog stick. I'm playing on a GameCube controller on Game Boy interface. The D-pad actually moves the text box along, so very nice feature. I don't know why they did that, but I'm glad they did. So I'm gonna do 2 rolls in this room, and that's gonna increment RNG twice. And now that bottom pot has a blue rupee.
Wish I could roll around my room and find $5.
Hey, look, a sword, but not really.
It's not the sword, though.
To be fair, Link does get a couple swords in this game. And Zelda is wants us to go to a festival and hang out. So we're gonna roll all the way there. And we're gonna be rolling for the next like 40 minutes. So I hope you enjoy Link saying his classic lines like "yeah" and "hut."
Hut? Hut? Yeah? It's definitely my favorite language.
Yeah, Zelda is going up to every single shop, I guess, except for the vegetable stand.
Within good reason, of course.
Yeah. And here she's like, oh, look, there's a heart container, there's a few $100s, and there's a shield. Which one do you want, Link? I think you want the shield. You don't need this other stuff. Your wallet can't even hold that much money.
Shoutouts to not accepting money.
So, shield mechanic. There's a Deku Scrub. If you've seen Ocarina of Time or other games, that's what that does. That's about as much as the shield is going to do for us, is the couple times we have to interact with Deku Scrubs. Also, fun fact, you can soft lock in this room. I didn't do it, but you can.
Well, that's no fun.
There's a frame where you can talk to the guard, or not the guard, the minister there, while you're rolling, and he doesn't actually have dialogue, because you're supposed to trigger the cutscene. So if you frame perfectly press the R button like while you're rolling into him, which you might be doing, you will soft lock the game because he has no dialogue with which to speak. This is also the only time in the game where Vadi will walk. That walking animation is exclusive to this cutscene.
Walking is overrated anyway.
Why walk when you can teleport?
You ever just appear across the room?
Unfortunately, we won't get to see that particular cutscene.
Wow, spoilers.
This is any percent. This is not glitchless. We will be skipping a few cutscenes and doing glitches and tricks eventually. Not in like the first, 15, 20 minutes, but shortly after.
Can I say that I really, really like how every single Zelda game that has like the antagonist show up and attack Zelda, Link has to like completely dive in front of them right before like their big attack, and it's just like, Link, come on, what are you doing?
He had a shield. It wasn't his shield reflected a Deku Nut. So
yes, but big wave of dark energy. Yeah.
Look, he got 2 swords. I'd say that was a reward.
So now you can unequip the shield and dual wield, right?
Oh, imagine if you could actually just keep using the Smith Sword forever. And he didn't throw it away.
I love doing 1 damage to everything.
Yeah, so there are a few swords in this game. You might commonly refer to them as the Smith Sword, the Green Sword, Red Sword, Blue Sword, and the Four Sword. Well, the Green Sword, Red Sword, and Blue Sword are actually all the same thing. So, they're the White Sword.
Shoutouts to the purple sword you see for all of 0.2 seconds.
That would be the best color if you could use it.
Truly.
So we're going through Hyrule Fields, kind of. Off to Minish Woods. This is all just rolling and hoping enemies don't spawn under you. Shoutouts to moles. And then hoping the Octoroks are in good positions.
Like that one who was just walking into the
Into
wall.
the wall. Yeah. Appreciate that one. He can sometimes just be on the bridge, and it's kind of rude.
Hey,
So,
Phantom, what's your favorite letter of the alphabet?
I'm pretty partial to like G.
G?
Yeah. It's a pretty good letter.
I don't know. I think E sounds pretty good.
So this is just a weird bird. It wasn't there a second ago. But we saved it, so we're gonna move on now. I don't know why it's following us.
You saved it.
It kind of just screamed in pain, and then latches onto Link's face. I guess we're stuck with it now.
That's a mood. So I hope you are a fan of the letter E, chat, because you're gonna hear it a lot in this game.
So throughout the game, there are various points where Ezlo is going to talk to us and tell us what to do. With a few exceptions, if you roll into those sort of Ezlo triggers, as we call them, you will lag the game. And you will lose enough time that it would have been faster just to slowly walk into it instead. So throughout the run, we know where those Ezlo triggers are, and we're going to, instead of doing the what would be faster movement of rolling, we're just going to walk to trigger Ezlo.
Small indie company, by the way.
So these are the Minish. Waiting for it. Hello. Hey.
All right.
Hi.
So, all right. Big question here. So you can't understand anything that they're saying, but how can I understand hello, hi, hey? Like, I need some answers, Nintendo.
But at least this Minish is able to speak Japanese, so Link is able to understand him. And he tells us to go get the Jabbernut and eat it so that we can speak all languages, which sounds pretty convenient.
Take that, Rosetta Stone. Don't need to spend all that money to learn 3 different languages. You just gotta eat this Jabbernut.
Not relevant to any percent, but the Jabbernut is also why we're able to speak to dogs, I'm pretty sure, and cats. Which you would do in Glitchless.
All languages.
Yeah. So the Minish Elder here is telling us where to find the 4 elements, which is what we need to craft the 4 sword to banish evil from the land. Sounds pretty familiar. And we have a dungeon. The first one. This is Deepwood Shrine.
Hey chat, do you like rolling? And the letter E?
Yeah, so Deepwood Shrine doesn't have any... We just don't have enough tools, really, this early in the game to do any particular tricks. Oh, thank you, Slugula.
That was a pretty good trick, though.
Yeah, so Eslo likes to talk to us in this dungeon a lot. E.
E!
He's like, oh, you can pull levers. You can open doors with keys. Thank you, Eslo.
I don't know. My favorite mechanic is definitely throwing myself across a body of water with a gigantic mushroom.
He doesn't tell you about that one, though.
The game just assumes.
I mean, there's the little streak across the ground. You can figure it out. So the enemies in this dungeon are pretty random. There's no consistent places they'll be in, so you kind of just have to react. While this game does have RNG manips, it is 60 frames per second on the Game Boy Advance. And every time that you roll or swing your sword, you're incrementing RNG, and then also enemies are doing it as well, constantly.
Yeah, so like every frame you see an enemy moving, that's rolling your RNG value.
Later, increment your RNG 12 times, which is useful in specific manips that we kind of do. We do a few manips where it's relevant. But you'd mostly see it in like 100%. So, Deepwood Shrine, not a whole lot going on. We do have a small fight coming up, but if the host wants to interject with a little intro for the run, marathon, etc., be a good time.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. What I can say is that all of you at home watching, yes, you have the power to go over to donate.midwestspeedfest.com. Send a couple of bucks over to One Iowa and the amazing work that they do. Yeah, get it done.
Absolutely.
That was some really powerful slug RNG that just got in your way 5 times. It's pretty good.
Yep. It's pretty cool. Although that Moldozer dropping a heart right there.
Yeah, that's actually really good.
So heart drops in this game are actually really rare. If you played this casually, you probably at some point struggle to get health. There are a bunch of pots that have static heart drops, but heart drops from enemies are just so rare that I know a lot of people casually just die. Because you probably also don't get the boomerang, which we will get later. Spoilers, we will be getting a boomerang. But the boomerang is actually like your main source of additional health and healing.
And cheating.
We only use it once for cheating.
Yeah, and I won't say much. I don't want to spoil the run.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Just know that the boomerang is definitely cheater's paradise in one dungeon.
To be fair, we wouldn't get it if it didn't help us do something like that. But thankfully, it is useful for a glitch, and it is useful just to stay alive in general. And for any percent, we get less health than we would in, like, glitchless, because we do skip at least one heart container.
Yeah, for some reason in this game, I'm not, like, I can't think of, like, off the top of my head, like, which other Zelda games use this mechanic, but hitting an anti-fairy with the boomerang turns it into a fairy. And
yeah, as opposed to, like, magic dust.
Yeah, and we use that in DHC, Dark Hyrule Castle, in case, you know, as, like, a backup, in case we're, like, low while we're going through the 11 Dark Nut fights or whatever, however many you fight.
Well, okay, in any percent it's a lot less, but... And we use it in Palace of Winds
10.
also.
Sorry, 10.
We can use it in Palace of Winds also, which I probably will end up doing. Lily pad movement is a thing that exists. Thankfully, this is the last time we'll ever do this.
I sure hope they don't ever use this mechanic ever again, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that's why they accepted any percent for the marathon and not glitchless. It's just the lily pad. They saw the lily pad in glitchless and said, nah.
I mean, I don't blame them, honestly.
Alright, that's Deepwood Shrine. We do have a boss fight here. This boss fight is pretty RNG heavy, but it will never kill you. It just loses you time if it's bad RNG. So every time that you knock down this green shoe, just a regular old green shoe, it takes between 5 and 9 slashes before it will advance to the next cycle. So, obviously you want 5, but sometimes you just get 2 9 cycles and lose like 2 seconds.
It's my favorite thing to do while speedrunning. Time loss. Why do you think I speedrun Zelda games?
RNG.
Time loss.
This is just a regular old shoe, but Link is pretty small, so 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 5.
Oh!
Okay.
Look at you getting 5.
It will also always fall on the... It'll try and fall on Link. 7.
5 and 7 isn't too bad.
Yeah. And this third cycle, it's jumping. Okay. It can also chase you, and that's faster than jumping, but it's fine. It's never like... It never loses you enough time that it feels like you should reset in like a PB attempt. You just make a note in your head like, oh, I lost like 3 seconds to this boss. That's dumb.
That's when you just go, Zelda games. So this is our first element. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it.
This is our first element. Obviously, the objective here is we need to collect the 4 elements to reforge the 4 sword in order to be able to combat against Vati. And it's going to come in handy with getting the Picori sword, or the white sword as we call it, reforged. Unfortunately, we don't ever get to see the purple sword that element gives you more than 2 seconds, which is a blatant disrespect to the color purple, honestly. But, you know, we just, unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. So over here, we're actually going to get a new item immediately, which is really convenient. Because it is
everybody's favorite item. Everybody's favorite item.
We get bombs.
Don't you just love when somebody just gives you a free bomb bag?
It's kind of interesting that it's a Minish that gives it to you. Because there's small bombs, right?
Nice bomb drop. That was
Unfortunately, that one doesn't matter.
that's gonna be your bomb drop. That right there, that's your bomb drop on Krenel.
Just hope I don't need to use extra bombs for anything. Okay, Octorok, you were not in a nice position. So we need that shortcut for later. It is relevant for a side quest that we'll be doing. And I did say side quest, yes. Optional content in an any % speedrun.
So fun fact, this cutscene right here, where we learn about Kenstones, yeah, you could forget about it.
I mean, he gives us a Kenstone bag with a blue Kenstone already in it to do the fusion with him.
But instead, we're gonna save it, and we're gonna soft reset.
Yep. The Kinstone fusion cutscene is about 45 seconds, so imagine actually watching that.
Imagine not going fast. So Link just decides,
yeah.
I don't wanna watch this cutscene. We just save quit, soft reset, and it skips the entire cutscene.
Yep. And now we're gonna learn how to do a spin. It's really cool, and we do use it a little bit before getting a red sword.
But you know what we're not gonna use it for? This guard right here. The only way to exit town to the west here is to do a spin slash in front of this guard, except we're gonna cheat instead.
All right.
Nice, you got a first try.
Yeah. So those path tiles, for whatever reason, don't update Link's respawn position. So we just go up to the sign there, which is now the last safe position for respawn, and then roll down the path and drown, and then get respawned, and the guard cannot catch up to us. Ice, you know about bomb timers, right?
Sure. I know it's faster to throw the bombs.
Yeah, that's like the main thing. So just placing a bomb, I would demonstrate, but I actually need all of my bombs.
Placing a bomb has a much longer timer than picking it up and throwing it. Which is why a lot of the times you'll see if Phantom wants to actually try it, they're gonna do something called is it a bomb roll or whatever? What's it called?
There's a roll lift. It's
roll
a glitch.
lift. Yeah, roll lift. There you go. Which saves time on the bomb explosion, obviously.
Yeah, so if you just place a bomb, it takes about a second longer than if you had picked it up and thrown it. And if you place a bomb and roll on the same frame, well, not the same frame, but one frame apart, you will place the bomb, but it'll pop up a little bit. I actually did it in the cave for the Deku Scrub, and that shortens the timer even further than throwing it alone. So, just little tiny time saves with bombs. The roll lift itself isn't super important or anything. It's like a 1 second at most time save if you are able to get it. Otherwise, who cares? Also, there is an example of picking up items with our sword. Okay, nice bomb.
It's a good thing you had 3 seconds there.
Yeah. Bomb timers are actually pretty long in this game if you don't throw them, so it's pretty lenient there. E. And? E. So Eslo is telling us that, he's also a cape parachute thing for these tornadoes that are in the same positions forever.
Convenient tornadoes.
And there's no Eslo text box there, even though most runners, when they're starting out, think that Eslo's going to talk to them. Because it feels like just something that Eslo would be like, oh, you uncovered this platform with your gust jar. We can become Minish with it. But he doesn't. So yeah, the gust jar being useful here, sucking up spider webs, and it's also going to do one more thing for us in a second. after I water this bean with Mountain Dew.
Can't believe you're wasting the Mountain Dew.
Shoutouts to everyone that plays Rando that calls the green water Mountain Dew.
You heard it here, folks. Phantom confirming. Drinking your Mountain Dew helps you grow up.
Yeah, so that wall isn't real. Also, layers in 2D games in general are kind of fake. So, the gust jar kind of just brought us up on the ledge. Because it's actually the same layer. And worth noting, if we were playing glitchless, that's not even a glitch. Trust me. Thanks, P-Hat.
That's what he gets.
Okay, I have very full health, which I'm surprised.
It's been a pretty good Krenel.
Yeah, these enemies can really just eat away at your health during the climb. You know what else can eat away at your health during the climb?
Rocks! My favorite Zelda enemy. Boulders.
How many games do this to you?
All. Yes. I don't know, like, Link is pretty sturdy. Like, if I was climbing a wall and I got smacked in the face by a boulder 3 times my size, and I just continued climbing, I don't know, that's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, these boulders do half a heart of damage, and I didn't get hit by a single one, so that's cool.
That's pretty hardcore, not gonna lie.
P-Hat, tech type, please. Oh my god.
So, it's time for the very, very exclusive original song in this game. Never before heard.
It's really hard to believe that they made this song just for the top of Mount Krenel when it's raining.
Yeah, I know. I think the song is called the Sound of the Falling Rain, something like that.
Sure.
Never before used.
I'll believe it. Also, those raindrops, as Lo tells you, getting hit by one would be like getting hit by a boulder, except that's wrong, because they only do a quarter heart of damage instead of half.
Can't believe Heslo's spreading misinformation here.
And also, it only matters if you're in that little tunnel, because rain does not hit you unless you're in that tunnel. Obviously.
True.
So for the rest of Mount Krenel, I'm going to be pushing boulders. If there's any post announcements that need to be made, feel free to jump in whenever.
Oh, there certainly are. We have $25 from Comfy Panda, who says, "So excited for Midwest Speed Fest. Had to donate towards Jaxler's run. We need to see 100%, and we need to see more Jaxler." And we've also got a $1 donation from Rocket that says, "Thank you very, very much."
Up here, let's see if I can get the very cool thing. So this Helmatar on the other side of this cave, chasm. Is he even down here? Nope.
I mean, you did steal his face, though.
I did, but there is a frame-perfect kill that you can do to kill him as you're launching yourself over the gap. He just wasn't down low enough. We are almost done with climbing Mount Krenel, though. And we're gonna meet the Malari, the Minish, who will forge the sword.
It's the Minish 2.
Minish 2, the ones on the mountain.
They're gonna forge the really awesome and cool Picori sword that we used for all of, like... How long?
Well, we used the green sword for... I don't know, like 5 minutes. If you were playing glitchless or playing casually, it might be more like a minute. Yeah, I'm surprised I only lost half a heart in the entire climb. There are times where I get up into this cave and I'm at like a quarter heart.
So you know what you just did? the next time you run this game, you are going to get brutally assaulted by boulders.
Oh, I've died there before.
I've seen it. I've witnessed it.
It's very cool because if you die on Mount Krenel, you spawn at the very bottom.
Also, fire. Welcome.
Yeah. This is the Cave of Flames. There's bomb ups here. Don't question it. And Spinies. Very important here that I do pick up a green rupee. I don't need that one in particular because there's these, but I do need at least one green rupee for reasons later.
So cool little thing that you didn't really get to see Phantom do when they slashed that first Spiny. Instead of slashing twice, it's a slash and just hold the sword out like you're gonna charge it, which kills the Spiny a little bit quicker than slashing twice.
Yeah, hopefully hopefully I'm able to do it here against the Helmetars. Also, that middle is always guaranteed to be a bomb drop, which is very convenient. I had the best Helmetar fight ever a few days ago. This is not bad. Okay.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's not a bad fight, to say the least. As you can imagine with enemy RNG, it's pretty variable what they can do. And those Helmetars don't usually all group up in the bottom left corner of the screen. Alright, so we have a maybe glitch coming up here. I don't know. Would you consider this a glitch?
No, it's exactly how I remember playing this game.
I mean, same, but some people disagree.
So, Chad, who's ready for cheating?
So you saw guard skip earlier. You've seen a bomb roll lift, and like, oh, these are like whatever. You save like literally seconds.
These glitches don't even look this cool. What the heck?
Well, these rollerbites are not being very nice to me.
It's to counteract all the other good RNG you've been getting, honestly.
Yeah, probably. So over here, we're going to be doing a lot. And it's going to be pretty quick. Why don't you start by talking about angles and holes?
Alright, so... like I said, here we have cheating. So, the way that this works is when Link jumps out of a hole, it, retains his, position, on how you jump out of the hole. So if you jump out of the hole on an angle, and you just hold your sword and spin, you're gonna charge a spin slash, it keeps that diagonal movement that Link has when he jumps out of a hole. So it confuses and tricks the game into thinking you're pulling this little pedestal on an angle, so it moves the pedestal on an angle. And what we do is we pull that, into a position to where it just completely deletes the loading zone. And we call that angle retention. And so since that loading zone is deleted, it just allows us to walk through the door and skip, a quarter of the dungeon, if not more.
Yeah, so in that time of that explanation, I also did the Rachu fight and got the Cane of Pachi, which is also going to be a very relevant item. So the Cane of Pachi's special ability is it flips things upside down, which you may think that doesn't sound that interesting.
I mean, look, if I could flip a table without actually having to physically flip a table, that cane sounds pretty great.
True. What about a minecart?
That doesn't sound as fun.
Okay.
Can we talk about, the minecarts moving at 16,000 miles per hour?
It's pretty relevant. It's pretty important too. Obviously, these mines are very used, I guess. There's a lot of people here, surely, working in the mines. Also, more rollerbites and more putting things inside of holes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay, you're kind of in the way.
So once again, we're gonna jump out of it on an angle, and yeah, this is intended. This is exactly how I remember this video game.
Yep. So I'm gonna put this little pedestal right there. I'm just gonna go over here.
And yeah, so now we're out of bounds. This boss door is merely a suggestion. We're gonna pick up this ferry because we're gonna need this for right after this boss fight when exiting Mount Colonel. It's gonna be used for a glitch.
And this is Gleerock.
I'll let Phantom talk about Gleerock, their favorite boss.
Gleerock is like a Gleeok. And he's in lava. You do flip his back upside down, I guess. That's what the cane is for. And he is on the walls. On all of them, in fact. Like there, there. The ones on the sides are bigger for some reason. I don't think that's how perspective actually works, but
I mean, if you owned your own cavern, wouldn't you have yourself all over your walls?
I mean, I'd put more things in my cavern than a pit of lava that I lived in.
Lava does sound kind of comfortable.
What does Gleerock eat?
Glee.
Rocks?
Mostly Glee. Like, you know, the the cast of Glee. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look at how wasteful Gleerock is being, like dropping all of his food all over the arena. Actually ridiculous.
I missed. Gleerock, please. So if you kill him while he's facing down, it's actually 1 second faster. Because that fade to white that just happened is instant. But if he's facing any other direction, that fade to white lasts a bit longer while they rotate Gleerock to face down. I don't know why the rotation takes that long, but it does. And this is the fire element. We're halfway done with the game, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like you're on pace. Don't worry about the hour 50 you see as the estimate.
Yeah.
We were just overcompensating.
So they should be done with the sword by now. It was pretty long in that cave.
It was like almost a week.
Yeah. See? The green sword. Look at our cool new green sword. It matches Link. Oh, Link.
So you remember that ferry we picked up earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna do some things.
It's time to cheat again. Hope you like cheating again.
Yeah, go ahead and just explain what I'm doing here.
So, what Phantom just did, they read the sign at the same time as, you know, loading in the ferry, which puts Link in pretty much like a state of invincibility because it's a ferry. And what it does is it just makes this happen. And we're still playing the game, I promise. All you hear is
yeah, so 3, 4, 5. Okay.
And suddenly we're drowning.
It's fine. Yeah. So I went a little early, but saving and resetting here, it doesn't actually lose that much time. It loses like 8 seconds. Because it puts us here. Okay.
But yeah, basically what it does is while we're in that state, you're basically just pushed out of bounds.
Maybe I went like way too early. Yeah, that might be bad. The next save file actually isn't that far, but we would skip Boots Quest. Yeah.
Oh
well. So we could skip Boots Quest. I have a save file that puts us past it. It's not a huge deal.
We could kind of talk about what happens.
Yeah, let's just do that. It skips like 5 minutes of gameplay. Goodbye that save file.
So we cheated a little too hard and too early, and now we were soft locked.
Okay, I already have the Kinstones, but that's fine.
What's the other save file?
The other save file is in Fortress of Winds.
Oh.
So we're gonna miss a little bit, but go ahead and explain what I did there, or what I would have done.
So yeah, basically, like it clips that. What do they call that enemy under the rock? I don't know the names of these.
The
things.
rock beetle.
Rock beetle. There you go. What that rock beetle does is it clips you out of bounds, and when you're out of bounds in this game, like with like a clip like that, it actually like the game thinks you're a screen above. So we're rolling and moving the screen downwards in order to get ourselves, close enough to the screen transition for the area lower, like where you start the quest to see this, like the cutscene of the king getting, possessed by Vadi. And what that does is that like reading the sign there actually like skips that entire quest, so you don't ever have to see that cutscene. And that fairy, the sign fairy trick, just does some funny stuff.
Yeah. So the only thing you really missed from that is I do have Pegasus boots now, and I have the red sword, which is the slightly upgraded but not actually upgraded version of the Glory Blade. And I just did a trick called Piat Clip.
Yeah, the only thing you really missed was us doing the entire side quest. Nice.
For Pegasus boots, yeah.
Yeah, the entire side quest for Pegasus boots, which involves us having 60 rupees. I was about to call it coins. 60 rupees to buy a wake-up shroom, to wake up the boots NPC so we can finish making the Pegasus boots. And then we also skipped the green Kinstone manip.
Yeah, the Kinstone manip would have been cool, but it's fine. It's not super relevant, other than the fact that we do note that we have 4 green Kinstones, and we will be using them.
And then the P-hat clip is, so while we do like the manip for nice seashell drop, while we do the manip for the Kinstones, we also do a manip for the P-hat to be in a particular position, and we use that P-hat to push us over the layer 2, which forces us out of bounds. Because that one particular fence that we got that P-hat to just doesn't exist. It's fake. No, I'm just kidding. It's there, but like the fence there is, it's a very, very weird and broken fence.
Yeah, so the collision for that fence is only on layer 1, but it's only that one fence in that one corner of the room. But if it were on layer 2, we wouldn't be able to skip the gold Kinstones and Caster Wilds.
Yeah, who needs the gold Kinstones anyway?
Not me.
Surely. Oh, and then you also missed the side quest of us going pick up the bow.
The bow is like, what, 30 seconds?
Yeah, but you could have died like 17 times to the...
The Moldozers.
The Moldozers, yeah.
True.
Could have been content.
Yeah. It is worth noting from this point on, the pace of the run actually changes pretty dramatically. The Boots quest is a pretty slow portion. And from this point on, we're kind of just constantly doing things. Thank you, Dark Nut. This is also the first Dark Nut of a few.
Like 300.
Normally you would fight a Dark Nut in Castor Wilds also, but because we do P-Hack Clip, we actually skip that fight. And this is another very cool item.
I actually really like this item, the mole mitts.
It does quite a bit.
Like this next very intended strat coming up.
Yeah, we're gonna go fight the boss. Just dig our way to him.
So chat, how much do you like cheating?
So, mole mitts are able to dig through walls of dirt and rock. You can also dig in the ground to get RNG drops. And there's some specific spots in the game that are fixed items for mole mitts to dig up, like rupees.
Alright, so we're gonna do portal items here, which is going to be... I'm gonna call it Phantom Focus.
Okay, that should work. Nope. I think I was 2 frames late. Maybe? No. Alright, I'll just pause bar for like the whole thing. Okay, that works. I'm looking for a specific frame on the bomb explosion animation. But yeah, that's the Fortress of Winds.
Exactly how I remember it.
So when you jump on the portal, you are on a higher layer, but the bomb can still hit you. So the bomb boost just puts us on the wall, and we can walk effectively straight into the boss room.
Yeah, what you saw, like using the mole mitts to get off the actual like top of the portal, it still counted Link as on top of that layer.
Yeah, so the reason mole mitts do that is because when you clank on something with mole mitts, you get sent back a little bit. But since we're also jumping on the portal at the same time, why am I looking for mitts as I'm talking about mole mitts? But the reason it does that is you're in the process of getting sent backwards when you jump on the portal, so it puts you behind the portal, which is very funny. Also, Mazal here is just RNG. Nice. The only thing that we know going into the fight every single time is that the pillars cannot be the same pillars 2 times in a row. And that's Mazal. One of many floating heads with 2 hands bosses in Nintendo games.
Definitely haven't seen that in a Mario game, for sure.
No. This is also the only Zelda game that has something like that, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Alright, hopefully I don't skip the heart container here. I've done it before on accident.
Hey, Phantom, don't forget the heart container.
Oh.
Oh, God. Can't believe this. You ever just have a bird drop off an ocarina?
I forget that bird's name, actually. I know it does have a name. I think... Oh, is it Zephyr? That might be
Zephyr?
You know, Haley would know. It's literally her icon in Discord. But yeah, this is Tingle. This is a side quest that we're gonna be doing for the next, what is this, like 4 minutes? Because there's a lot of kinstone fusions going on. Oops. Talk to Tingle. Wow. Optimal. So, who are Tingle's brothers?
I mean, I just typically refer to them as numbers, but I mean, if you really want me to get their names, I can.
Do you know who we're going to go talk to next?
No, I don't know the order.
Okay, he wears a blue costume.
So Knuckle,
Uh-huh.
and then you have Ankle, right? Or is Pink one the last one?
Ankle's last.
Okay, so you would think that they had like all these like really cool names thought out of. You have Knuckle, you have Tingle, you have Ankle, and then you have the White Tingle, and his name is David Jr. Where's the other one?
I guess the talking to Tingle that second time didn't trigger because I took the bird.
Oh no.
That's fine. Hi, Tingle. Let me talk to him again. Whatever.
This is definitely a run of all time.
We need to burn a little bit of time because we
Skipped like 8 minutes.
that's definitely all this is. Luckily I had the save files.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I don't play on emulator. This is actually on console. On the Nintendo GameCube.
Wait, you mean to tell me that you're playing a Game Boy Advance game on the GameCube? What?
Yep. It's something that they let you do by giving you an adapter that plugs into the bottom of your console. It's crazy. I wish Nintendo would do that again, honestly. Except that they don't have separate consoles anymore in handhelds.
Can't wait to attach a 25-pound piece of equipment to the bottom of my Switch 2.
To play Switch games?
No, it's to play Virtual Boy games.
Oh, okay. Yes, this is David Jr. You can tell because it says Jr. in his name.
You can't attach 2 Switches together. That just doesn't work out.
So I am intentionally taking damage because I do need to die shortly up here.
It's my favorite part of Zelda games, honestly.
Just intentional deaths.
Just dying.
Oh, in general?
Yeah.
Make sure I have the fairy. Okay. I was pretty sure because these backup files were made by doing actual runs, so. Yeah, that one there is Ankle. And now we're done with the Tingle side quests. Kind of honestly funny in a way. I know I've said this a few times before, that we have to do the Kinstone Fusion side quest because it's actually faster than getting flippers.
I mean, who wants to learn how to swim anyway? It's a lot of work.
True. Also, I'm at half a heart. Don't mind that. That's important. Half a heart's actually where you want to be, because bombs do half a heart of damage to you. And we're going to be making a visit to a very special house. after we grab the boomerang here. Do you note that it is the magical boomerang and not just the regular boomerang? The
Yeah,
regular boomerang costs like 600 rupees.
It's so magical that you literally defy space and time with it.
Okay, I'm actually saving. Because imagine oopsing here. So now the door is open, and I'm gonna just play the ocarina. And that's why you saved. This is frame perfect, and the door needs to be open. So
yeah, everything you saw Phantom do there just now, such as like rolling, bonking into the fence at the bottom, firing the bow, that's like, it's to set up like timing cues. So we open the door and the bomb kills us on the same frame. Because at the moment, the way that this game works, if you open the door, hold on.
got it.
If you open the door, Link just automatically walks inside the house. So we set up the ocarina glitch here to basically just walk on water. Because when you're in ocarina glitch mode, things just don't exist. And you're gonna see that a lot now in the remainder of this run. Also E.
Yeah, true, E. So this is Temple of Droplets. We're going to be using the ocarina three times here?
3? Yeah.
Yeah, counting is hard. But every time I'm doing the ocarina glitch on a door, it is frame perfect. I tap up on my control stick, and then I go and I press A, and I let go of both inputs, all like in a sequence.
Or you just take the staircase multiple times.
Yeah, it's, you know.
Cardio.
There we go.
So the cool thing about it is when you actually hit ocarina glitch, everything on the screen just stops moving. And now we're on layer 2, by the way.
Yep.
So now we can walk on walls. Because, yeah. And the only way to get out of that is to have Link jump off of like a cliff, whatever like the game considers a cliff. And that door frame just so happens to be a cliff. Never knew door frames were a cliff, but, you know.
Yeah, so you can go up layers with Ocarina Glitch, but you can't go down on stairs, which is pretty convenient. If you just walk upstairs, you start, like, floating if you walk back over them, effectively.
My favorite thing to do is just start floating.
So, we actually, because we used Ocarina Glitch and we didn't open a door to actually get into that room, so even though it is faster to save and quit anyway, we are forced to, because we wouldn't be able to leave otherwise.
Because, you know, when you lock a door, IRL, it locks both sides.
Uh-huh. And it only opens from one side.
Whoever like was the carpenter for this like entire place, I don't know. They might not be in the right field of work.
All right. 2
All
for
right.
4.
So, remember what we said about the boomerang? I'll just let you see what it does.
What did it do? I missed it, Ice. What did the boomerang do there?
That. So by rolling off of that layer, off that like in like the middle of that pit, when you roll, when you're in Ocarina Glitch, it actually disengages Ocarina Glitch. And by doing that in that specific spot around there, it puts Link in the what is it, the last known position, right?
Yeah. It updates Link's tile to be over the chasm tile,
which confuses the heck out of the game. And so when you throw the boomerang and you walk through that door, the entire loading zone just doesn't exist there. So we're able to just walk into that door and just walk through like a good portion of the the dungeon here, because you're supposed to walk all the way around to get up to this one specific spot. And we don't feel like doing that. This is a speed run.
Every time. Every time I miss the frame perfect input, it's crazy.
Wow, it's only like can you not, get a frame perfect input in a 60 FPS game? Come on.
Second try every time. Also, what's anything? I hope you enjoy that visual effect.
I love everything about what this dungeon looks like, especially the junk.
Yep.
So we played the ocarina there to disengage ocarina glitch, and then we jump down a layer just to get Link back into the the correct space and time of the game.
Yep.
So you may think here, hey, look, we're about to spawn the boss of the dungeon. Yeah, we're not done with this dungeon, sadly. We still have to go pick up the item of the dungeon because it is required.
Yeah. Only for this boss, technically. Nothing else actually requires to have Lantern. We could beat the rest of the game without it.
No, this boss is actually hard requiring the Lantern.
Yeah. And also, unfortunately, we can't skip any of the elements.
Yet.
Because, well, we need the blue sword for Palace of Winds, hard required.
Yet.
Actually, I'm gonna get more hearts.
You say that until we figure out how to duplicate elements.
Just do SRM.
True.
Just find RTA SRM.
You never know. There could be something like Link's Awakening where you can do instrument cutscene skip, but it doesn't actually pick up the element, but it treats it as it's in your inventory, and you just go pick it up again. You never know.
That would be kind of weird.
Imagine doing a dungeon just 4 times and be like, all right, I'm going to fight Vadi.
It would probably be Deepwood.
You would still have to go pick up the bow.
Yeah. Well, you need the bow. You would need the Cane Apache. Also, this is a Blue Chew.
My favorite boss. The exact same boss, except they put electricity sprites on it.
The Gustar doesn't work when he's electrified, so we need to just wait. Otherwise, yeah, it is the same boss fight. So, got another couple minutes here, if there's any more announcements for the host.
Oh yeah, definitely. We have $5 from SCXCR, who says this is not an endorsement of cheating. And I would also like to mention that, would you say that we're over halfway through this run at this point?
Yeah, probably.
So, halfway through this run, we still have just over $200 to raise for Pseudo Regalia to upgrade the category from any percent to 100%. And that is the very next run. So if you want to see that and you want to see more of Jack's, please get those donations in.
You said it was a $5 donation for not an endorsement for cheating?
For not an endorsement of cheating, yeah.
Hey chat, we need another $5 to endorse cheating, please. We got to cancel this out.
True. Also, this is not cheating. This is just playing very well with known RNG. Hopefully.
So you may have noticed Phantom save quit there. We're gonna pretty much RNG manipulate this entire fight.
Ideally.
Ideally. There is very, very many ways of losing the manip here.
So I'm gonna go stand in this corner, and Octo is going to face exactly that position and be in that position. Thank you, very cool. So for a very long time, this fight used to be RNG. Octo has multiple attacks that can use in the third cycle. And one of those attacks loses you 28 seconds every time it does it. So an RNG manip was discovered and, well, crafted. Because losing 28 seconds because Octo decides to spew ink on the screen is not necessarily very fun. Okay. I'm just gonna sit here. Hey, Octo.
You mean you're just not gonna press any buttons except for the shield? And that was Octo, giant Octo.
Yeah. So it's the actions that we take at the very end there are based purely on the pattern that the rocks fall right before Octo starts moving again. So I saw 2 rocks falling vertically aligned with each other and knew that that was a pattern where I was able to just sit here and hold the shield button and Octo would shoot rocks into me. And that was Temple of Droplets. Honestly, that's probably the most different dungeon between any percent and like glitchless, I think.
Well, yeah, there's like 60% more dungeon and glitchless.
I mean, there's a lot of water. There's too much water.
There's like an entire maze in the dark.
There's I forgot about that.
There's a two like, what is it, the Bulldozer fight?
Mm-hmm.
Or the giant like caterpillar thing, whatever that thing's called.
Oh yeah, Matterpillar.
Matterpillar, there you go.
There's actually multiple Matterpillar fights casually. Because there's one on ice too.
Wait, there's one on me? What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Neat.
So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna upgrade our sword with our new element.
You know, the
water
cutscene.
element.
The cutscene that we didn't get to see.
True.
It's okay, we explained everything. Y'all had a visual of it, right?
Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
You just didn't get to see the purple sword. Wow, I can't believe you ruined the entire purple sword.
You don't get to see it anyway. It's fine. Now our sword is blue. And we can make an extra clone.
Shoutouts to the purple sword.
And now that we have done all of that, so we were told to go to like the graveyard, right? There's like a graveyard in the map somewhere.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, like the Hyrule Tome or something. Tomb.
Yeah, it's like the Royal Tomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mean to tell me we're not going there?
I don't think we have to.
Are
I don't know why. I don't know why that part of the map is there.
Are you telling me I don't get to see Dampe?
No, not in this run.
Wow, I can't believe this.
So this is the Sky Town, or Sky Village, whatever.
So you remember that entire side quest where you had to go through and collect all the Kenstones in the sky? Yeah, we're not doing that. So instead we're gonna Ocarina glitch and just walk behind this NPC that's blocking our way. And we're just gonna completely skip that entire section. And now we're in the Sky Fortress.
The Palace of Winds.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah. So that skips probably about, like, what? 15 minutes.
It skips like a quarter of the game. It's fine.
Quarter. Okay,
Nice.
P-Hats, listen to me. Listen to me.
Yo, P-Hat party, let's go.
How is there a Stalfos over here? What? Go away.
I would like to point out that you are getting absolutely bodied,
Oh, it's fine.
and I'm all for it.
I didn't know that the Stalfos could be over there. Not gonna lie. I'll blame the P-Hats.
Nice, you got the cool hit.
Yeah. The little swag boomerang throw. Surely these Wizzrobes are gonna drop hearts anyway.
Surely.
Okay.
Now we have to wait at the edge of the screen because Link's behind is on fire.
I mean, there's a couple hearts here also. Is it this one? It's this one.
So fun fact, Wizzrobes are also weak to fire.
Literally weak to a lantern.
I mean... I'd be pretty weak to an actual lantern too, you know?
Would you?
I mean, if it's like an open lantern like that, sure, if you walked up to me and just like shoved it in my face, I'm pretty sure I would probably lose a few hairs.
Probably. Oh, that crow.
You were just getting absolutely bodied in this dungeon.
It's fine. Ow. One of these have hearts? I would like a heart. Money. Nope. Okay. Well, it's
All
fine.
you get is $1.
3 1/4 is a little lower than I'd like, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna make some clones here with the bow to push that block as intended. And then I'm gonna go over here, stand on the stairs.
Oh, look at that. We're out of bounds again, y'all.
So there is a sub-pixel perfect position there on the stairs where you can clip out of bounds with Pegasus boots. And it skips basically just an auto-scroller. But it's a pretty long auto-scroller, just like riding a platform using the cape.
We don't want to do that. That's not fun.
Yeah. And speaking of, remember angle retention?
God, this game is good. Small indie company, by the way.
Hey, Capcom did what they could. And I'm glad they did.
My favorite enemies in the game, Lakitus.
I mean, actually, is this the only Zelda game that has Lakitus? Might be.
I think so, yeah. Because Link's Awakening didn't have them.
Yeah. You know what Link's Awakening did have? These guys.
You literally fight one as the final boss.
Ow.
Nice.
It's fine.
You should pick up that big stack of money right there. Nice.
So, Boomerang is pretty cool.
Yeah, watch this anti-fairy. It's now an actual fairy.
Alright, hopefully I don't mess up this, because that would be very sad. We get one attempt at this trick. Okay. Unfortunately, this does skip like probably the funniest fight in the game. The Dark Nut.
You ever just walk on the sky?
Yes. All the time.
Awesome. Alright, so that was the entire Fortress of Winds.
Yeah, so dungeons
Are
exist.
merely a suggestion.
Yes, this is Georg, or Georg Pear, however you want to describe it. It goes by kind of both. Georg Pear is the official name. There's a blue Georg and there's a red Georg. Not to be confused with Majora's Mask Georg.
As long as this game nice. As long as this game doesn't have a Dola.
True. This third cycle is kind of trolly sometimes. We'll see if Blue Georg decides to behave.
Never.
Oh. We good? We're good.
Wow. A boss behaving in an any percent run? Possible.
Well, the green ones are a little rude right now. That's fine. That was Georg. If you notice, I made the same clone pattern every single time, because that particular clone pattern is able to hit every single configuration of eyes that the red Georg can create. So they want you to make, like, the pattern to match the eyes, but Link's sword is actually huge, so you kind of just get to do almost whatever you want. And that is also the case for another fight that we will do in a little bit.
Which, by the way, hey, we're getting close to the end of the game.
Yeah, a little bit. We have another quote dungeon.
Yeah, dungeon. Casually, this dungeon is supposed to take you a good bit of time.
It's pretty big. There's a lot of rooms and a lot of keys that you have to pick up.
Yeah, and we maybe see like 14 of those rooms.
But we do get 4 small keys, and that's all that matters.
But most importantly, we get a cutscene.
I hope you remember the beginning of the game, because I don't. Also, I like how the green element turns the sword not green, because it was already green before.
Why couldn't they just make the element of wind gold?
It's the Four Sword from The Legend of Zelda: Four Swords.
Oh, the best Zelda game.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work quite the same. If that would be honestly kind of crazy if it did, but we're gonna watch a cutscene here.
Coming up to this cutscene, we'll have about a minute and a half of time for host to talk about some stuff.
Awesome, yeah. Unfortunate to say, we did get $10 from Sexrex, who says this isn't not an endorsement of cheating. Had me for a loop there. And we got
Had us in the first half.
Exactly. And we have another $100 from Orange is Orange, who says, "Can you please stop cheating in Zelda? It makes Zelda really upset."
Thank God. So what's that? More cheating? Got it.
Oh, look at this cutscene. It's different now. There's another screen at the end.
Wow. Completely different.
Oh, the king wasn't real the whole time?
Wow. How are we supposed to know that?
See, this time Link didn't even try to put up a shield.
You would think after being hit by the first ball at like the very beginning of the game, you would think to move out of the way. I think that blue energy orb was moving only at like 30 FPS.
All right, so this is a Dark Hyrule Castle, or a DHC for short.
Yeah, in the time you were watching this cutscene, we had like 30 people come in and renovate the entire castle. I hope you like it, because we repainted the walls, we repainted the grass.
Floors.
It was a garden before.
Oh, true. Maybe they just cut the grass.
With what? Fire?
Sure.
So exactly like I remember this dungeon, we're gonna walk over to this ladder here, and you remember that glitch we did in Fortress of Winds, where we had to line up perfectly. It's also another subpixel perfect thing.
It's subpixel perfect, and it's not necessarily consistent. Yeah, it's about a 50-50.
Everything's a 50-50.
You either get it or you don't.
Exactly. So yeah, we're gonna just go around here and exactly like it's intended.
Yep.
Get up onto this layer and skip like a good portion of this dungeon.
What were we supposed to do before? I think we were supposed to like go into the jails or something.
I don't know, but we're just gonna walk through this door here. No problem. We're gonna leave the castle and then re-enter it. It's gonna set a save quit point.
Yep.
And that's going to allow us to use save quits whenever we pick up our keys here.
Ow.
We've got hit by a cannonball.
Whatever will I do? Very hard to time. I just mashed the B button. No thought required.
And our favorite thing to do in a lot of these Zelda games is tile puzzles, where you walk across them and change the colors of them.
Hey, at least it's not tiles flying at you for however long. Thank you, Moblin, by the way. I'm just gonna go up here for a second.
You don't want the spike to be in the wrong spot here.
Yeah. I'm used to a very particular cycle.
All right, so we're gonna save quit, go back to the beginning, and then chat. Do you like cheating? Because we're doing it again. Shoutouts to Aki.
So I played the ocarina into the stairwell. No real reason, just felt like it. Going back over here, because I think this room was pretty cool. Go up these stairs, and I'm kind of done.
Yeah. So we just don't care about walls anymore. Shoutouts to the junk. Shoutouts to the junk data up there.
So we need 4 small keys for this dungeon, by the way.
So originally, this game wants you to go through these 4 towers on each corner of the castle. We're gonna go through these towers, literally, and pick up these keys. Like, Link is physically gonna walk through these towers and pick up the keys. And we need that so we can get the final boss key.
Yep. And notably, we're actually only going to go to 3 of the towers.
Yeah, because we already picked up that 1 extra key that we were supposed to use on that door that we magically walked through to get to the other staircase.
Yeah. Convenient.
Again, it's suggestions. Whether we take the suggestions, however, though, that's a different story.
Hey, look, it's Gibdos.
Hey, I haven't seen those before.
Oh, you won't see him again either.
Sick.
So that's our third small key, and now I need to equip the cape for a little issue we have here. So this door is closed, but the cape is pretty cool. We can just jump over it. Unfortunately, this door is also closed. Luckily, it doesn't matter.
You know, again, merely a suggestion.
Listen,
Oh.
I do not like these guys.
Ball and chain guy was kicking your butt.
Yeah, it's fine. You know why it's fine? Because there's a big wall of anti-fairies coming up.
Yeah, there's like at least like 5 of them.
Don't mind me. There's a
By the
moving
way-
platform.
By the way, we were still in Ocarina Glitch, and when we're in Ocarina Glitch, we can just walk across pits.
Yep. Because the game doesn't think we're actually over a pit. It thinks we're over the same kind of tile we last rolled over. Which conveniently was just normal ground. Wow. You actually backed up way too far.
Thanks, Darknut.
Anyway. Oh, look at all these guys.
It'd be a shame if you had to fight all of them. Every single one of them.
I mean, casually, when you saw this, what did you think? What was the thought going through your head the first time you saw all these Darknuts spawn?
Save, quit, and go make a sandwich. I mean, who wants to fight like 300 Darknuts?
Ow. Listen, Darknut.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you, actually.
Nice. Guy had some magic feet there.
So if we didn't need the lantern for Octo, there's actually another tower we would go to instead of this one, but this is pretty conveniently fast. There he is. Okay.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Yep.
No.
Yep. This is how it goes.
You ever just get licked by a ghost?
And then get let go and another one just grabs you. Because that's how that room goes. Anyway, that was Dark Hyrule Castle. I hope you enjoyed our stay.
Make sure you donate for cheating.
Because we have 4 small keys now.
Wow, look at how convenient this is.
Just gonna grab those real quick.
Yeah. from all the slobber that's on your face.
Boot stash. And this is the boss key door. Okay. Vadi is supposed to talk to us here. Eslo says some things.
E.
Yeah, mostly E. E.
E.
Oh, okay. Thank
Oh.
you, Keatons.
One of them dropped the heart at least.
Yeah, it's fine. Unfortunately, no RNG manip. I have to just get lucky. I don't want that kinstone.
You don't want to go trade with David Jr. again?
So that boots bunk there actually, okay. Oh, the red one kind of messed me up there.
It kind of pushes you a little bit higher into the cutscene.
Yeah. Nice.
You were just getting shield bonked all over the place. Wow. Wow.
Uh-huh. These are dark nuts. Thank you. Hi.
Welcome.
Mr. Red Darknut, would you please? Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, normally I would probably just go and fight body, but I'll pick up the 2 hearts. Might as well go into full health. No reason to take risks, because if you die anywhere in this boss gauntlet, you have to do the whole thing again. I know a lot of people that casually they died to Vadi 3 and then had to fight the Dark Nuts again.
It's the best experience you could ever experience.
I think the Dark Nuts are probably the hardest part of the fight once you know what to do. But having to do it a second time because you died to an unknown in one of the Vadi phases.
My favorite enemy from Zelda 1, Patra.
That's all Vadi is a Patra. Okay. Except a Patra that can teleport. Because that's what you wanted, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Ow.
Hey, your tush is on fire.
You sure?
Yeah. Do I need to pull up the tapes? Alright, that was Vadi 1. Vadi 2 is a completely different fight.
Mm-hmm.
So you remember that pattern that Phantom was telling you about, making clones on very specific tiles? We're gonna do that again for this fight.
Very, very specific tiles.
Because they can hit pretty much all the spots.
Okay. Good RNG, kind of.
If I remember correctly, Vadi can't have the same pattern, right?
Yeah, not twice in a row. Also, the spin attack with clones is kind of broken. What it does is it sets Vadi's health instead of doing damage. And it sets him to 1 hit away from death. Which is very convenient.
That's just how strong Link is, that's all. No worries.
Yeah, and he's not really doing anything. Thanks.
Oh. Nice.
Oh, now he decides to shoot electricity.
It's because you said something.
I mean, it is. So, since it sets his health to 1 hit away from death, hitting him one more time with regular Link just ends the fight in the 3rd cycle. Which is very convenient. As long as you remember to do spin attacks, it's not too bad of a fight. And we beat the game. It's Zelda.
Yeah, totally.
See? She's saved.
Wow, I can't believe she just jumped off a layer 2.
Dark Hollow Castle's falling apart. I mean, this is basically the escape sequence from Ocarina of Time, right?
Totally.
I do still have a fairy, so in case I do die to something purely random, it doesn't really matter. So I go over here, go back to the sanctuary. Oh, where'd you come from? Anyway.
So Vadi 3 is it's definitely a fight. I wouldn't say it's a hard fight, but it's definitely a fight.
There's a lot of RNG here. It's RNG which arm he'll stick in the ground first. I would like him to, thank you, do that one.
I'd like to point out that while you're standing on the portal, you're literally invincible. So you'll see Phantom just kind of standing on top of that portal, just to not take any damage while they wait for the arm to come through.
Yep. Nothing body can do. Get outplayed.
Skill diff.
And this arm is dark. Where is him? His real eye. Thank you.
Where is him? Nice.
Yep. Where is him? Now we get to play volleyball.
A note to whoever's timing, even though it's a bad time. Time is on the 6th hit. We're gonna do 2 hits per cycle. Nice. We're gonna do 2 hits per cycle, and then on the 3rd cycle, the last hit is time. But we do get to play a nice game of volleyball here.
Oh, cool. This is also, you have a 5-pixel window to line this up, by the way. It's very precise. Okay, my sword didn't come out. Thanks, body.
You're just making up for the time you did. We didn't do the boots quest.
True, true.
I think a 3rd hit would have sent him into the 2nd phase sooner.
Okay, so I should be 2 hits away from killing him. I wasn't sure on the 1st cycle, so I did an extra hit.
Yeah, time is coming up here in just a sec.
Time.
And time.
Yeah, that's any percent, mostly.
Any percent boots quest skip, bow skip, Kenstone manip skip. Yeah.
We missed, I don't know, probably like a couple minutes of actual interesting content and a lot of running around. Thankfully, we still got to do all the actual glitches.
You mean rolling around? You didn't get the boots until later.
True. I mean, we do have the boots for, like, getting the red sword, at least.
True.
But yeah, that's basically any percent. Minus the 1 soft lock, but it's fine. Anyway, shoutouts to... I'm going to shout out Myth, because he makes a billion resources for this game. And those resources are really helpful for learning tricks. He has a 1-hour video on just Krenel Clip and Piat Clip alone. Individually, not combined. So, 2 hours of just 2 tricks. But yeah, that was a fun run, despite things. And it was cool to open for Midwest Speedfest. So, Ice, if you have anything you want to say?
Nothing really. I don't run this game. I just have a good bit of knowledge, except for the enemy names, obviously. I know this game from watching Myth, from watching Phantom, from watching TGH when TG was running it. And I just learned a lot of the stuff by just watching it.
Yeah, so I stream a lot of speedruns, if that's what you want to see. I also upload a lot of randomizers and PBs to YouTube. So if you want to check those out, go ahead. Otherwise, thanks for having me, Midwest Speedfest, and good luck on the next 3-4 days. I guess 4 if you count today.